What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. See the latest. We're going to go over today offensive lineman that I would take. Where's tackle, guard, or center, because we don't know if Tyler Smith's going to play tackle or guard yet. So top five I have in mind for each position on the offensive line. Gotta go to my thing where I saved it. So we're gonna start with offensive tackle, my top five. Obviously, Joe Alt is gonna be my number one. Delise Fuega would be my second. Fashanu would be my third. My fourth would be Tyler Guyton. And my fifth would be Jordan Morgan at the tackle position. The likeliest scenario is probably Guyton or Morgan, maybe Patrick Paul. Depends on what happens with Tyler Smith. If Smith moves back to tackle, then we'll go ahead and look at guard here. My number one is going to be Fashanu out of Washington. My number two is going to be Cooper Beebe out of Kansas State. My number three is going to be Christian Mahogany out of Boston College. My number four is going to be Zach Zinner out of Michigan. And my number five is going to be Christian Haynes out of UConn at guard. And that's if I'm not taking them, either one of them probably in the first round. That would be a second round, third round, something like that, and they're probably not going to be available. I don't know. And then center. Number one, of course, I think everybody agrees, Jackson Powers Johnson. If I'm not taking a tackle in the first, I'm taking the center because Biotage is gone. So 2 is going to be Graham Barton. 3, Zach Frazier. 4, Bo Lemer at Arkansas. And 5 is going to be Cedric Van Pran. And that's really between him and Dylan McMahon at North Carolina State. McMahon I might actually have a little higher than Van Pran. I don't think Van Pran is quite as good, but I think he had better pieces around him. But still a really good center. So, but in the first, if I can't get Powers Johnson, Graham Barton, I probably ain't taking this in the first. If I can't get Johnson the first, I'm shooting for Barton in the second, or Frazier in the second, Lemer or Van Pran in the third. We'll go over other positions. Trying to think, running back, we'll go there because that's obviously a need. Trey Benson, he could be available in the second, so I would take him in the second if he's there. Jonathan Brooks is my second. 3, Jalen Wright at Tennessee. 4, Audric Esteem out of Notre Dame. 5, probably going to be Will Shipley. I like Blake Corum, but his stock is going down right now for me. We've already got a small guy, and Deuce Vaughn. This guy's what, 1 inch bigger and weighs a little bit more? No thanks. And I do like Braylon Allen, but he's just outside my top 5. Marshawn Lloyd's another option. Jalen Wright at Tennessee is another option. So those are my guys at running back. This could be an option in the first round. If he's there when we pick, if my top 5, Quinion Mitchell, Terry and Arnold, Nate Wiggins, Coy McKinstry. If McKinstry's there, I'm taking him. And TJ Tampa is one of my top 5 corners. First, second round, because we do need help at corner. Diggs coming off injury. Bland's going to be a free agent. Don't know if we'll be able to afford to pay him. And we don't know if we're getting Gilmore back. Edge rusher is a need. So Turner's probably going to be going. Verse. The 2's probably going to be going. Robinson's probably going to be going. So you got Jonah Ellis, Braylon Trice, Marshawn Nealon, Muhammad Kamara, and Xavier Thomas. But I like Austin Booker as well. We got later rounds, Braden McGregor. Brendan Jackson. Taylor Upshaw. Julius Westhoff is an intriguing guy. Justin Blazik, if you get into the later rounds. So, linebacker, Edgerrin Cooper, could be there in a second. Peyton Wilson, even though he's injured, that scares the hell out of me. Curtis Jacobs is my 3rd. 4th is going to be J.D. Bertrand. And 5th is Tyrone Hopper. But most of those guys are later rounds. Jet Johnson is also out there. Aaron Casey. Jackson Mitchell. Easton Gibbs. CJ Goetz is out there in the later rounds. I don't know what the plan is. Doesn't seem to be much of a plan. That's the outside linebackers. Inside linebackers, you got Jeremiah Trotter, number 1. Number 2 is Tommy Eichenberg. 3, Junior Colson. 4, Jalen Ford. And my 5th is probably going to be Cedric Gray. So let's look at safety, which is also a need. Dijon could be there. Doubt it. If he's not, Tyler Newbin. Number 1, Cameron Kitchens. 3 is Kalen Bullock. 4 is Cole Bishop. And 5 is Javon Bullard. Nose tackle, because we don't know about Mozzie Smith. So we could be doing this again. Devontae Sweat is number 1. McKinley Jackson, number 2. 3 is going to be Miles Murphy. 4, Christian Boyd. And 5th is going to be Evan Anderson. Justin Rogers is a close 5th, 6th. Jack Daly later rounds if we want. The guy we should have kept is in DC. Stupid. But wide receiver, I guess we can look at that. Brian Thomas Jr. would be awesome. Troy Franklin. Donnie Mitchell. Xavier Worthy. Ricky Pearsall. There's other guys later rounds. Luke McCaffrey. I don't know what their plan is there. I think we're okay at wide receiver, but now Jerry is. So that's it for today's video on those guys. Do some more draft content coming up. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, share, hit notifications. All that good stuff. Once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Love you all. Peace out.